Hello everyone, welcome back to another live streaming here in New York City. I am near the fancy Tavern in downtown Manhattan. This is a historic restaurant and bar in downtown Manhattan. So today I will start my work from here. So before I walk, let's have a look about the restaurant and some history about this special restaurant. The restaurant called Fancy's Tavern is a museum and restaurant in New York City situated at 54 Pearl Street at the corner of Broad Street in the financial district of Lower Manhattan. As you can see, the board here, it says Broad Street and the Bridge Street. The restaurant is right here. This is historical because it was a headquarters for George Washington. At various points in the history, Francis Tavern served as a headquarters for George Washington, a venue for peace negotiation with the British, and housing federal office in early republic. And another important information about this particular restaurant right here, that George Washington did his farewell party in this restaurant. So, and this is not only a restaurant and bar, this is a museum as well. I was there a long time ago, but now maybe it's closed. But this is a really nice historic museum in downtown Manhattan. So let's start the walk. It's around 1:30 p.m. in New York City. Weather is a little bit nice, chilly. As you can see, the restaurant's right here. Basically, it's lunch time, so people are having their lunch. I do see a nice place here in downtown Manhattan, so let's explore that part. This is really nice restaurant place right here. As I already see, people are sitting and having their lunch. Hi from Switzerland. Thank you for joining. Look at that view from here. It's 64 degrees Fahrenheit right now in October. This is really nice. It's a pretty small street, so whole street is closed due to outdoor dining. In downtown Manhattan, streets are pretty small and narrow. As you can see from here, the behind view, whole street are closed. And look at that particular street, how narrow it is. But this is really nice architectural area in Manhattan. but still people are outside working their stuff. This is really nice weather today. And that's another great restaurant in downtown Manhattan, Delmonico's. This is really old and a very iconic restaurant in downtown Manhattan. As you can see the building right here.
We started out on
And there is another building that's really cool and so fascinating to look. That's that building right here. Look at the architecture. And let's go toward that way. Look at the street, how narrow it is. Translate. Thanks a lot for my videos and have a nice day from Vietnam. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. There are some restaurants here and there, but that particular place was really crowded and lots of sitting space.
it's my first week here.
And Staten Island Ferry terminal is not far from here. It's just 1 or 2 blocks from here. So let's go and take a look of Staten Island Ferry. And it's a free ferry ride for whoever wants to see Statue of Liberty, but that's not the best way to see Statue of Liberty. There is another paid ferry, but still that gives you a pretty clear view of Statue of Liberty. And the main thing is the ferry is totally free, so it's basically from downtown Manhattan to Staten Island. Every 30 minutes there are a ferry. Normed Work said hello from UK. Thank you for joining. Right now I'm heading towards Water Street. Linda May said hello and good afternoon from Kentucky. Hello, thank you for joining. It's almost 1:30 in New York City. I am at the intersection of Broad Street and Water Street. Look at the sky, it's so pretty. I do see some scammers before they are caught tourists and told them to pay for Staten Island ferry, but it's a free ride. So be careful when you are planning to visit New York and planning to take Staten Island ferry. That's totally free. So if anyone said you to pay, don't respond to them. There is nothing to pay. It's free. That's one New York Plaza right here. Patrick said, "Hi from Queens. I was just biking around there this morning." Wow, I am from Queens as well. Which part of Queens are you? I also live in Queens. Elmas, across the target. I see. That's the Staten Island ferry station, Vital Street. I have only 6 seconds to cross the street. It seems not that much crowded. That's the Staten Island ferry station in downtown Manhattan. Wow, look at the birds right here. It's a lot. And that's a Vital Street station. You can take RW train from here as well. It's the easiest way to come to Staten Island ferry station. And also you can take one train from here. Yeah, Action Kid also from Queens. Let's take a look inside the station. I do not see that much people, and I will not take a ferry ride today. So let's head toward Battery Park. That's another entrance for the subway. That's really nice. And look at the huge buildings right here. Fascinating. I remember Action Kid lost his glasses in this battery park, and he was doing a live video to search that particular glass, but I think he didn't find that. So let's take a look of this particular park, what we could explore here. Everything seems so quiet, not that much crowded. It was before. Hopefully it will keep better. The park looks pretty clean. Naved Mustafa said, greeting from Bangladesh. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Some kind of construction going on here. Kevin Hover said he loved Battery, loved seeing this place. Thank you. There are only few people in this whole park. It's used to packed with full of people, but it's just few people here and there. That's a One World Trade Center right there. Pretty interesting. Maria said, hey my friends, say hi. Hi Maria, thanks for joining. Look at that birds right here. I do see Statue of Liberty from here clearly. Amazing view. There you go, the Lady Liberty right here. This is pretty nice weather today. You can sit here or there and enjoy the view right here. John's Park, hello from Switzerland. Thank you for joining. There are also places to sit here. So chilly weather today. That's the Liberty, Statue of Liberty right here. It's pretty far from here, but camera didn't do the justice because I can see clearly, but in camera lens it's still not that much clear. But look at the sky, it's pretty interesting, and the view from here. Karthi says hello from India. Thank you for joining. Everywhere you will find a sign for social distancing. Garcia said hello from Brazil. Thank you. Thank you for joining. But Battery Park is really so pretty. Look at the cute flower right here. The color, everything. People are doing jogging, running. That's a park police right here. There you can buy the ticket for Statue of Liberty. Don't pay anyone near the Staten Island Ferry for Staten Island Ferry ride because it's free. But here is a ticket counter for Statue of Liberty. And that's the Castle Clinton. Castle Clinton. This is another historical place. It's pretty old. Let's see if we can get in. Jacqueline, hello. Thanks for joining. I'm just waiting to New York get better and better. That's the Castle Clinton right here. There are some history about the castle. Let's go inside and explore the castle. What's inside? It's a ticket counter, restroom. I do see a cannon right here. Is it real? Of course, it's real. Restricted area. Let's say it. It's used on 1814. Look at the cannon. Nice. So without further ado, let's start our walk again. There are a few people here and there. Look at the statue right here. They are watching something, I don't know, or they're looking at the skyscrapers right here. It's pretty interesting statue right here. Look at that. Let me see what they are trying to see. Maybe the sky or skyscrapers, not sure. That's pretty interesting. Interesting. Let's have a seat for a second, then we'll start again. Let's go, guys. The battery park is pretty interesting. Especially I like the greenery right here. Because winter is coming, all the leaves will be fallen and it not looks interesting. But now it's a perfect view. All Jazenko said thank you. It's also interesting, especially from a New Yorker who temporarily overseas. Yeah, definitely. For many people who ever live in New York or former New Yorker or tourists, they wanna see the current situation of New York City. And there are lots of lots of people are doing videos to explore the New York City so that they can get an idea how the situation is going on in New York City. So I am one of them. I'm heading towards Broadway and Charging Bull. Let's see if there is any crowded near the Charging Bull, because usually there are always people to take picture and hang out, shows. But let's see what's going on now. That's the museum for American Indians. That's a museum. The park is pretty cool with the fountain and the flowers all over. Oh, I do see some people are taking picture today. This is really nice. Lots of people sit in the park and having lunch. After finishing this live stream, I will also take my lunch as well. I don't know, but people have very fun to take a picture with bull's back, as you can see right here. They are so happy to touch something special, to touch that place, particular place. I don't know, but as you can see, he just already climbed up to the head. Interesting. I don't know what's the fun to take picture to touch this particular part. Is it really fun? I don't know, not sure. But there are quite people today. Here I do see. As you can see right here, he is preparing to touch the balls. Interesting. This makes me fun. This makes me laugh sometimes. Interesting. This is acceptable to take a picture with the font of the bull. That's acceptable, but I don't know who started that trend to touch the ball of the bulls and then take a picture. I don't know who started this trend, but people usually do that, as you can see right here. As you can see, is it something interesting here? It's so funny, guys. Yeah, touching that specific place, it could spread the virus. Yeah, I agree with you, Linda. I agree with you. Okay, no more time here. Let's start our walk. That was a pretty funny part in charging bull. And that's a pretty good view of downtown Manhattan. Oh, Daniel said that you get luck touching the balls. I'm not sure, dude. I never tried that. Honestly, I never tried that. I never touch the particular balls of something. That's pretty weird for me. But people love to do that. Let's them to do that. But this particular view is interestingly amazing. And I do see a gift shop right here, and it's open. I love NY, FDNY, NY Ferry, and the Lady Liberty. This is interesting, and I do like such cars. When I was a child, I have so much fascinating about this kind of car. Wow, this is amazing. Yeah, Daniel said luck with the stokes and invertation. Hello. It might be. I'm not sure about that, but it's pretty fun. But still, I want people to come visit New York City, visit every tourist spot, also visit Charging Bull and touch the bull's ball. I have no problem. But still, I want people to come to the New York City and make this city great again. Because this is one of the great city in the world. So I want people to visit New York City. I am near the Trinity Church. There are lots of scaffolding everywhere in New York City. That's the Trinity Church right here. Pretty old and iconic church. In the cemetery, there are some historical place. I mean, people in this particular cemetery. Look at that particular street from here. It's full of scaffolding. I'm near the Federal Hall. I'm walking towards that way. The Federal Hall is right there. It's not far from here. This is downtown Manhattan. I am near the Federal Hall, National Memorial, right here. From here, you can get a particular view of that. So let's get that view. That's the Federal Hall building.
Hi, are you on the phone, honey? Come here, I'm gonna show you something.
I was there as well, but I never record anything. Maybe when it will be open again, I'll go there. That's pretty interesting place in New York. And the streets are not as like uptown or midtown. It's pretty unorganized, narrow, but the architecture is really beautiful in this downtown Manhattan. If you are not quite know about the place, you might get lost in downtown Manhattan. But if you have maps or anything, you will survive definitely. Look at that. How narrow the road right here. It's pretty narrow. In Queens, Brooklyn, some people driveway is bigger than this particular street. But still, the road looks beautiful because of the architecture and the buildings. Thanks God that I didn't see any crazy today. So that's the flag for New York State. That's the Trinity building right here. Interesting. Cassandra said, "Good afternoon." Good afternoon. Thanks for joining me today. That's the halal food court right here. It said that Indian biryani house. Biryani. Nice, interesting place to get some Indian food. Nice. I knew a place right here. There is a pretty cool statue and interesting. Let's check that out as well. And guys, if you are new here, then please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for regular updates. And if you don't know me, my name is Sifat and I'm the host for the NYC Walking Show. Welcome each and everyone to my live streaming. Hope you enjoyed. So just click the like button and the subscribe button for me. It will be motivate me. Jatin said hello. He's from India. Thanks for exploring this to us. Your efforts are valuable. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate you are joining me pretty far. India. Thank you. That's the statue I'm talking about. This is pretty interesting. In downtown. And look at that view, particular view from here of the all buildings. Look at that. Hello from Kazakhstan. Hello. Welcome. It's pretty clean. Downtown Manhattan. Look at the view from here, guys. And I'm talking about this particular statue right here. I don't know what's the name of the statue, but it looks interesting for me. And I hear some fountain. Wow, look at that. I see someone drop his or her football right here. Cynthia said, greeting from Connecticut. Enjoy watching your walking tour. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining each and everyone. Look at that. There is no space in between the buildings. I think all the money and everything in New York City, that's in this particular place in downtown Manhattan. This is pretty expensive and fancy area and neighborhood. Digo Pill 100 said hello, Argentina. Thank you. This place is also really nice place to sit. I do see lots of kids are playing, so definitely this is a safe place. And it's pretty big right here. Here it's a mixed residential and commercial area. In downtown Manhattan, it's mixed of residential and commercial, and apartments are pretty expensive. I do see some apartment for sale in Zillow. It says just 2 bedroom, 60 million, 50 million, just 2 bedroom. And you will get an 1 bedroom studio like 600,000, 700,000. This is pretty expensive. Some part of Manhattan apartments are pretty expensive. I believe it's a subway station, as you could see. Under my feet, it's a subway station, and that's the entrance for that. That's the marketplace. And the World Trade Center is not far from here. And as you can see, there are construction going on. Today I will show you something interesting about the road sign. For those who are from New York or maybe United States, they must know. Do you know what the meaning difference between all stop and all way and without only stop? There are two different kind of stop signs. One is stop and all way, another one is just stop. So if it says that all way stop, then the car from all four intersection will be stopped, and whoever come first, they will go. But in a stop sign, they have to wait for upcoming traffic and pedestrian. After they crossing the street, and if there is no car, then the car can only go in a stop sign. But some people drive in New York City, they live here, they born here, but still they doesn't know the difference, or even they know the difference, they didn't follow the rules. They saw pedestrian crossing the street, they are so rush to cross the street, and that's the reason sometimes accident happen in New York City. it's driver responsibility. No one will decide that who come first. You will see that who come first, and you have to be patient for them to cross, and then you turn. There is no one to decide who will go first. You have to decide. There are some restaurants right here. It's sticky. It looks interesting. Chicken finger. That's nice. And that's my favorite restaurant, Subway. They have pretty cool sandwich that's pretty tasty. That's another hotel, Marriott. That's a hotel, Marriott Residence Inn. That's a Gap store right here. It seems quite empty, but yeah, there is a Gap store right near the Broadway and Maiden Lawn. And also Century 21 departmental store across the street going out of business. So everything is sold in Century 21 department because they are going out of business. So everything is 20 to 40% off in this particular store. So there are lots of people. So let's go and explore a little bit of that Century 21 and the price. Because I do see people are going inside, but it's pretty sad that this kind of franchise are going out of business. So that makes me think that the situation in United States and across the world is not that much great, because Century 21 is a pretty well-known store in New York City. That's an exit only. Exit. So I have to find the entrance. Which part? I think the entrance is the other side. Let's not get into it. The entrance on the other side of the street. That's the exit only. So I'll not go inside. Look at this building right here. So colorful. That's pretty sad. But I do see lots of people here and there walking in Broadway. That's a Fulton Center right here. The subway station right here, and the great One World Trade Center. Look at the view from here. And And that's the station, Fulton Street Station, 4 and 5. And that's a St. Paul's Chapel right here. It's also one of the old chapel in downtown Manhattan. Nice. And the Brooklyn Bridge is not far from here. It's currently, I guess, 2:30 in New York City. And the weather is pretty interesting. That's the City Hall Park right across the street. There are some stores, jewelry stores. Thanks, William. It's 2:22 p.m. in New York City. That's a Lamborghini right here. Wow, interesting. I like this particular color. Blue is my favorite color for cars. That really looks interesting. You mean the Apple Store, the Real Graduate 2016? You mean the Apple Store? The Apple Store, the big one, is on 5th Avenue, and I believe it's East or West 59th Street. That's the City Hall Park right here. People are crossing the street because there is no upcoming traffic. As you can see, lots of scaffolding everywhere in New York City. That's a fire truck right here. I will make a left turn from Murray Street and Broadway. Scaffolding is everywhere. There are few restaurants in this street with outdoor dining, but I don't see anyone because maybe it's not the time. I do see two couple. Hello, happy chicks, welcome. You are pretty late today. It's almost 1 hour stream, but thank you for joining. I'm heading towards Church Street. That's a Church Street. And I do see the building in Tribeca right here. This building is pretty interesting to look at. That's a Chambers Street station, A and C train. This particular building is pretty interesting. Look at the architecture. It's not straight. It's not an ordinary building. Something interestingly going on.
Ici aussi, c'est ce qu'ils vont faire à partir de mercredi. Ils vont confiner, mais juste pas confiner localement ou tu vois, la plupart des Français, il y a 9 établissements dans le monde.
That's a Chambers Street. I have 5 seconds. Now 2. Let's head toward that way. Little Italy pizza right here. All my Italian friends. That's the pizza store called Little Italy Pizza. Nice. I do see some pizza and foods from here. Hope it would be a delicious food. Interesting. And they also have some place to sit indoor. So that's nice. Yeah, it looks pretty delicious. Pretty interesting. Look at the construction in that building, and the workers are doing their work. All buildings, the whole building covered with scaffolding and the construction instrument right here. Yeah, it's pretty scary, but they have proper safety. Look at the view from here with the One World Trade Center. Look at that. I'm just wondering, those people live in this particular apartment, they get the view of One World Trade Center every night. And they also get the view of One Trade Center and Empire State Building right here. And there are also restaurants. I am right now on Tribeca Neighborhood. People are sitting, waiting for their lunch. Interesting neighborhood. I will not go that way because I do see a store that full with pumpkins. I want to explore that part. Yeah, this is Tribeca Neighborhood. Yeah, not so busy yet. It's depend on time because it's maybe 2:30 p.m. in New York, so people are not getting out in such time. Maybe at the evening, at the weekends. For now, you will see crowd. Other than that, there is not so much crowd. Yeah, I do see lots of pumpkin and flower. There is nothing I can cross. Look at the flowers and the pumpkin right here.
Yeah, no, I did the laundry.
This is something interesting.
It's ready to go into the dryer, but I didn't.
Look at all the flowers.
And there's folding, but don't worry about it.
And someone is packing the flower inside. Another scaffolding. Yeah, they get out in dinner time, but I also explore New York in different time as well. I do make some live streaming in dinner time, in evening, in weekend. But now I wanna make a live streaming in different time, like afternoon or middle of the afternoon, and wanna see the how New York is doing in that particular time. Tavern Park. It's a pretty small park. I think there are 1,700 parks in New York City total. Digopel asks, what's the best area to live in New York for me? Well, it's a pretty tough question, but for me, if I wanna live in city, then I of course wanna live near the One World Trade Center. And other than city, I wanna live in Long Island. Long Island, not the Long Island city, the actual Long Island, with a big yard and big house not too much crowd. Yeah. I wanna live in downtown Manhattan because that's pretty interesting. But the parking is a headache in Manhattan.
Just bring it in. I have it over here.
That's another place. Yeah, parking is almost impossible. Look at that building. It's all covered with scaffolding for construction. Look at that. This is quite fancy restaurant right here. This is pretty fancy. And I do know that John F. Kennedy Jr. also live in this part, and I mean, not live in, he has a house in this particular neighborhood. Not sure, but I do know that. There are few restaurants here and there. Wow, look at that. In the balcony, skeleton. In the balcony, it's pretty scary. Wow. Let's go toward that way. Please guys, hit the like button for me if you enjoy this live streaming, and also consider subscribe. Look at that cow. Pretty cool. Yeah, it's kind of early Halloween preparation. That's something interesting. In Tribeca. Espresso. There are lots of streets in this neighborhood that are stone, not concrete or not pitch. It's stone limed, street. And look at the decoration right here. It's pretty nice. Most of the meter parking in Manhattan, it said that commercial vehicle only. except Sunday. So even though it's a paid parking, but it's for commercial vehicles, so it's pretty tough to find parking in downtown Manhattan and midtown Manhattan. I have 13 seconds to cross the street. It's cloudy today, but when I start my walking, it was pretty sunny and nice, but now it's mostly clouded. Let's go toward that way. It's mostly a residential neighborhood. And few commercial places as well, but mostly residential. That's a Beach Street and West Broadway. I'm heading toward that way. Tribeca Park Cafe right here. And that's the 6th Avenue. That's the Canal Street train station right here. Look at that particular view from here. One World Trade Center and the building in Tribeca. That's the Church Street and Walker Street right here. And I will end my live streaming here. Thank you each and everyone for joining me today. Thanks all the mods who helped me today. I really appreciate. And I will see you guys another live streaming here in my channel. So stay tuned for that, and please hit the subscribe button and like button for me. It will motivate me. And have a great evening. It's almost evening right now. Everyone, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye everyone. See you another live streaming. Take care everyone.